2, 3, check. Hello, welcome to a quick little to-do app tutorial with klyva. I'm going to show you how to build a quick to-do app using klyva. Okay, so let's start with our piece of state. We can start with just having one to-do item. So how do we create state for one to-do item? By using the klyva atom constructor. So let's make a to-do item atom here with the task, which is help the dragon. And is it completed? No. Or false. Let's import atom from klyva. And let's kind of render the state somehow. So it's similar to use state. To do item, set to do item. Like that pattern, you recognize that. Use atom, and we send in our to do item atom. Also import it. Let's render the task out. Bam. So let's make this a bit more interactive by allowing the user to change the state of the text and the completion state. All right, input, type text, value, to do item dot task, and let's add a onChange listener. We set to do item old value, you all recognize how to do this. And then the task should be target value. Okay, let's see if it works. Yeah, it looks like it works. And the same thing for the checked state. Type checkbox or completed. Completed is target checked. Oops. I mean, if we start that with as already checked. Oops. Checked. Yeah, okay. Let's not start that. Checked. Okay. Target checked. Okay, but this is boring code to write, so let me introduce you to a way of deriving atoms from atoms. More specifically, focusing on a smaller part or a different part of an atom. To use that, we use focus atom. So the idea is to just get a reference to the text. So let's say we want to do this, text and set text. How do we arrive here? Well, as usual, we use an atom, but what atom? Yes, we're going to focus on the to-do item atom using something called an optic. There's loads of things we can do with optics, but for this one, we'll just use the prop and focus on the task part. Like that, and set text target value. Much simpler, but it's the same thing. Let's do basically the same thing, but for the completed. Completed and set completed. We focus on the completed part. Remove this. Set completed. target checked. Let's make sure it works. Remove this now. Oh, it's much simpler. But the to-do list app isn't complete without a list. So how do we make many atoms that have many components and many atoms that each have their own responsibility. So here's where stuff usually gets complicated in other state management solutions, but you'll see that it doesn't get that much more complicated in klyva. So let's just take this one. Let's make sure that we can take a to-do item as a prop instead as a global singleton. Primitive atom. I'm just gonna copy this stuff here. Just do the types, string, and this completed is a boolean. And we'll send this in as a prop here. Okay, still works the same. So let's create our to-do list component. This one, and also let's convert this one into a to-do list atom, which basically we just create a list like this. Let's add 2 items just to make it obvious that this is a list, and eat some bread. All right. And instead of rendering this one here, we render the to-do list. To-do list. And let's return something from the render. Hello, I'm a list. All right. Okay, so this is an atom of a list, but we want to take this atom of a list and turn it into a list of atoms, where each atom in that list represents one of these to-do items. This is super common in in programming and in React to make a component for each item in a list. So let's see how easy that is in klyva. So to-do item atoms, we can call that. You use this function or hook called useAtomSlice, which just takes an atom which contains a list, to-do list atom, and you get a list of to-dos. So let's map this out using the map function. To-do item atoms map to-do item atom render out a to-do item, and this one needs a to-do item atom. To item atom, bam. And just to be sure that we're mutating our global state, let's subscribe to this atom, because that's a thing you can do outside of React. Value is this. We got a new value. JSON stringify this value null. Let's see if we can log this out. I'll move my face out of the way. Oh, I got this error, but ignore that for now. Bam. Hello. Nice. Pretty easy to make a to-do app. Like no logic that you have to write yourself. You need to know how to use the atom, but it's basically the same thing as a set state. And you need to learn how to use optics, but do you need to learn that much? You need to know that there's a prop constructor, and that's basically the only one that you'll need for a long while. And also slicing an atom into smaller atoms which have their own responsibility. Yes, thank you for watching.